You were arrested, but the officer never read you your Miranda rights. Can you get your case dismissed? Join me for a minute while we talk about that. Hi, my name is Steve Fagan from the law firm of Fagan, Fagan & Davis. We handle criminal DUI and traffic matters in the Chicago area, including Cook Lake and DuPage County. That is a great question. It's one we get all the time. What you need to know is, first of all, you don't get read or given your Miranda rights. That's something people say all the time. You have rights. What you get are Miranda warnings about those rights. And the most important right that you have, the two most important rights that you have that are warned of in the Miranda warnings, so named because of a case many years ago, is one, you have the right to an attorney. And the reason you have a right to attorney is number two, you have the right to remain silent. That's what Miranda warnings and Miranda rights are about. Letting you know, once you're in custody of the police and before they begin questioning, that you have a right to remain silent. Now, whether this can get your case dismissed, the answer is usually not by itself. Unless your case is built mostly upon statements that you made without being warned of those rights, it's unlikely. For instance, if you're arrested and the police don't tell you you have the right to remain silent, they start asking you about the murder of Mrs. Jones down the street. You tell them, not only did I murder Mrs. Jones down the street, I'm extremely remorseful. The gun is a .38 special. It's got bluing on it, and it's a Smith & Wesson, and it's hidden underneath the stairwell in my parents' house. Here's the address, and here's where you can get it. It's the third stair up. If they didn't advise you of those warnings, they're going to have problems making that case. Now, if you have a case that's comprised of mostly other evidence, then they can still use the rest of that evidence, and they don't need the smoking gun that you gave them. So Miranda warnings, most of the time, they don't have the dramatic effect that you think. At best, they may be useful in keeping out some statements, sometimes important statements, but they're not usually going to result in the categorical dismissal of the charges against you. Miranda warnings about your rights are important, make no mistake, and if there's an issue surrounding those, you certainly should tell your lawyer and tell them right away. Thanks for joining me. My name is Steve Fagan from the law firm of Fagan, Fagan & Davis. If you or a loved one is facing criminal charges of any kind here in the Chicago area, whether it's in Cook Lake or DuPage County, felony or misdemeanor, pick up the phone, call the number on your screen below for a free consultation where we'll be happy to discuss with you how we can help.